Welcome viewers, it's been a long time coming, but I'm here now with a brand new YouTube series. Now honestly, this has happened only because I haven't been able to stream, my internet's been down. But this will be a continuing thing. I'm streaming for 10 hours a day on twitch.tv like normal, but I'm also going to be putting away 2 hours a day to make YouTube videos for you guys. So welcome to How to Thrive in Hardcore FTB. Now the point of this series is kind of to help out everyone. If you've played 100 hours of FTB, I'll be trying to give you new ideas on what to do. So I'll be making railcraft tree farms, infinite lava energy sources, whatever I feel like. But this is going to be very different from my streams. It's not going to be, okay, we're going to record for half an hour and then see what we build. Every episode's going to have one specific goal, so you know what's coming and know whether you want to watch. So if you've made 100 railcraft tree farms, maybe you're not going to enjoy that episode on that, and perhaps you'll check out something instead. Now it is going to be hardcore FTB, so we will go to Season 2 if I die in a horrible fire, or anything along those lines. But hopefully that won't happen, but only time will tell. Now also, you might be wondering what FTB I am playing with if you've never seen my stream. And simply put, I don't play with Direwolf and I don't play with Minecraft, I combine the two. Now if you're wondering how I do that, it's just manually. I just move the mods over. Get rid of those ID conflicts, nothing too major. I also add my own mods here and there, mainly for ease. Like I've got Tree Capitator, it's not timber, it is slightly balanced in the fact that it did just take a whole heap of durability off my actual axe. But it's mainly for you guys. I don't like doing tons of jump cuts. I will jump ahead if I have nothing to say, because that would be incredibly boring. But instead, I install mods like Tree Capitator, so I can quickly get through bits like this, and we can begin on our merry way. So I think that is the better option. Also, this is a hardcore, so I do want to speed through this section as quickly as I can. Now, if you're wondering, since I did say I combined Minecraft, we are playing with GregTech on the hardest difficulty. So things will not be incredibly easy, but they should be interesting, to say the least. Anyway, as it is hardcore, I will be giving tips along the way, but my guide will not be the be-all and end-all of what you should do. I know nothing. But my many deaths in hardcore have taught me a thing or two here and there. So hopefully I can be of some use. Now, one thing is that I hate extra biomes, but it is activated. I generated my world pretty much 10 chunks in each direction with extra biomes off. Now it is turned back on. So I know I've got a desert to the east and a swamp to the north, which is amazing, and an area to build in the southwest, which is probably where I'm going to live. There's some extreme hills and some nice flat plains. I like that. This is basically my perfect world. And yeah, it's going to be very nice. But if I travel more than 10 chunks in either direction, I hit extra biomes generation. So there can be swamplands and, you know, I don't even know what's in extra biomes. Only reason I don't like it is searching for 2 hours to find a swamp. That's why I'm very happy with this setup. Anyway, I am wasting time. One tip I can give you if you're playing on hardcore is get Ray's minimap and turn on that entity radar. Some people find it cheating. If that's so, that is a shame. I find many things cheating, like actually using the magnet mode in NEI and such. So I understand, but you poor soul. I love having the entity radar, especially when one creepy creeper can come up and destroy your entire good time. And either way, if you're not paying attention to it, you're still gonna have a terrible time. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a little bit of food, but not too much. We'll just murder all of the chickens and we'll die! Come on! Then we can move on our way. Which, by the way, will be straight down. This is hardcore, which means you're probably gonna die. You should accept that. But simply put, what's more important than staying safe is doing things quickly. Because if I die in the next 2 minutes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Then I have nothing lost. But if I take it really slowly, and it takes me, 5 hours to really get started in the world, then I die, I'm gonna be incredibly depressed. So I'd much rather speed through, hit lava now, and then try again. So yes, I mine straight on down, and we'll go all the way down to the bottom layer of the world, because what I want to get set up immediately is not armor, not weaponry, none of that normal stuff. I want to get that computer craft turtle straight away, because the sooner we can get that, the sooner we don't have to mine anymore. and we can begin on other things, such as thermal expansion. I know that a lot of people, when they get FTB, immediately go to thermal expansion or industrial craft. Especially people with mine crack, they will go straight to thermal expansion to get the pulverizer and over double all of the ores they actually have. Now, I do like the plan, but it's in my opinion that doubling those 8 iron ores you have is not as good as sending out a turtle and just getting 2 stacks of ore. Efficiency's not major when you can just get more. Quantity might beat quality in this regard, or you might disagree. It doesn't matter. And I just looked at a preview of my video, and I'm looking very, very ghosty. I might need some sun. I will consider it. Now, anyway, now we should probably begin. Switch out my actual wooden pick for a nice little stone pick. Grab this iron and not smelt it! Just in case you were curious and you're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna get iron to... No! No. I do agree that I should try and double it with a pulverizer, but more importantly, we can double it with something far simpler immediately, which is always a good plan. So I'll go ahead, I'll make myself 3 furnaces, but not to smelt that iron. If you've never seen FTB, this is an important step. With factorization, you can get... dang it, I need 2 more pieces of cobblestone. You get a very slight upgrade to a furnace that should be used straight away. Otherwise, you are just wasting ores, or wasting ingots. You're wasting potential. So, 2 furnaces, a little bit of cobblestone. This is what I mean by it's cheap. The pulverizer takes iron, copper, brick. This one little smiley furnace, and everyone's happy. Now, it isn't all sunshine and roses. There are downsides to using this thing. Simply put, it takes twice as much fuel. So it's not that efficient, I will give it that. But it's still rather nice. Because it gives you 20% more ingots out of your ore. So out of that 8 iron I got... Never mind, out of that 12... Nope, 14. 15. 16 iron I got. Oh, okay. Not bad at all. We could get 20 ingots. Unless we're unlucky. And we are. Spoiler alert. So, we'll see how this goes. So yeah, normally 2 coal would actually burn through this entire thing. We're gonna need 4 to actually do the job. Luckily, this has been a great place to actually dig down. Now, this is the opposite of what I was actually recommending before. I'm getting materials, I'm not going straight down to that diamond layer, and I'm gonna be depressed if we hit... Yeah, if we hit lava now. Maybe I should be a little bit more conservative. No. Nope. Let's just do it. Now, uranium could be good, because I do want to set up a nuclear reactor in one of my first videos in this series. Stroke the invisible beard, Stray. I think you actually need an iron pick for it anyway, and that's... Yeah, dang it. That's alright, fine. We'll pick it up. We will pick it up. There we go. So that should be enough for the actual iron ingots. Should I waste? Yes. Who needs efficiency? We've got food. For once. Everyone on my stream, or everyone who checks out my stream, will be very confused about me actually grabbing food. I don't recommend it. Food is incredibly overrated. And now that I thought about it, I should have planted some flax immediately. As you'll be right. We're not going on a massive mining trip. That's one thing that most people do actually do. They hunt down some sheep for wool, or they plant some flax as soon as they can, especially on the first day. It's a smart thing. That way you can get forestry tree bags or canvas bags if that floats your boat, so you can actually go on an extended mining trip. But we have turtles. We don't need mining trips. It's a constant mining trip where we don't have to do a thing. Don't have to lift a finger. And that I approve of. Now, I will use some of this iron for a pick. It's going to be the only iron pick we probably ever make. Because it is wasteful. Especially if all of those RedPower gems underground that work like diamond, but they're not as durable. And using those, always better than iron. Especially since you don't have to smelt the thing, so you're not wasting it. You couldn't have pulverized it to double the ore. And actually, speaking of that, I am wasting a lot of iron doing this. Quite a lot. Usually I would only smelt just a few. and then the perfect amount for a pulverizer if I want it to be incredibly efficient. Regret. But I'm not pulling it out. I still think this could be a good idea. So all things considered, each turtle does actually need 7 ingots, and I would like to have 3. So if we can get a total of 21 iron, I'll be very happy. So hopefully we find one other vein somewhere underground. Now, if you've never seen this stuff, you'll either, well, if you've never seen it, you don't have a clue what it is. But if you have, you probably either think it's the most wonderful thing ever invented in Minecraft, or it's completely useless. Oh dear. And if you're watching this video in the future where Zcraft? Yes, Zcraft has got an update, then you think I'm insane. I, for one, think it is a bit of both. If you're into buildings that look wonderful and amazing and they're fancy and shining, then it's the most crazy thing you've ever seen. You're going to be very happy. If you don't care what things look like, and you're like me and you just care how things work, then it's useless, and I apologize. Now, not Zcraft as a whole. Zcraft comes with corn and all sorts of different stuff. A lot of cool stuff for keeping you alive. It's just the Zicorium that is a little bit of a meh. It's just a meh. But yes, it actually creates, what's the word, animated blocks that look like they've actually got magic moving through them. They're very cool, and in fact, using, where are they, shields? Come on, I want to show the recipe to people. Smelt it down, crafted into Zicroidite brick, or plate. There we go. Plate is completely explosion resistant for vanilla Minecraft, so no creeper will ever blow it up, TNT can't get through it. Very nice stuff, but what am I doing? There should be one even better. There it is, light Zicroidite steel. Nope, shield, which is completely resistant to even nuclear explosions. So, useful. Definitely useful. That's why I said it's a bit of both. If I was going to build a nuclear reactor chamber, Zicroidite would be my #1 choice. That I admit. Now it is nighttime. I hope to find redstone before morning because I would like to hit the surface while it is still night. Seeing as I'm not really much for farming unless I have to, or when I can make biomass and make a whole heap of fuel or something amazing like that, I want to actually head up there while it's nighttime, take on some zombies and get some free food. Because that's the way it's done. Now, do I take you with? Yes, I do. Also, if you're wondering how in the world I'm going to get out there, I did collect a lot of wood. I recommend that, and not for ladders, but I'll get to that soon. FTB has better options, always. Throw that vanilla knowledge just completely out the door. Completely. Remembering things is a waste of, dang it, see, this is why you don't make iron tools. Actually, no, you need one iron pick to actually mine it in the first place? I hope that's correct. But there we go, 4 rubies. I've already got an upgrade to this iron pick. Now, I said it was as good as diamond before. That is not a lie, but you can be misled. Simply put, it'll mine as fast as diamond. It's got the durability of, well, 500, so it's still more than iron. But it can't mine obsidian, which is always a downside. Downside to everything, which is good. Nothing's unbalanced. And this here is crude oil. There's nothing I'll do with it for quite some time, but powering trains with it is kind of an amazing thing that I do want to show off at some point. The actual tunnel bore, amazing. Kind of useless compared to the other alternatives, but amazing in the fact that it's just really cool. So it has to be done. That's also the other thing that this series will kind of double as. It's not just all things that are amazing and will get you far quickly in FTB. A lot of it will just be, look at this cool thing. This thing over here, way better, less expensive, but this thing's cool, so I had to show it. But at least the beginning episodes should get you situated rather quickly. Now you might have noticed that I'm picking up some new ore blocks, and that's why I'm actually showing the mining segment instead of using a jump cut, because there is a lot of new things. For instance, there was copper we found because we're still very high up in the world. You won't find that further down, which is basically what I'll be using for armor as soon as I can. Seeing as copper combined with tin makes bronze, which is as good as diamond. It's just like ruby in a way, but it has the durability of iron. It's not going to last as long, but it's not going to take up 26 diamonds, which is always a good thing. But yeah, that's why after I find the redstone I need for the turtles, I'll head back up to layer 40. I believe this is just more Zcraft. So I can get tin and copper on the same layer. Oh, actually, no, I'll get a turtle to do it for me. That's why I want 3 turtles. One for the copper and tin layer, to bring me copper and tin. One for the actual lead and silver layer, to bring me lead and silver. This is kind of self-explanatory. And one for the bottom of the world for the diamond, the redstone, and everything's gonna find... Everything is gonna find iron all the time. It's gonna be flowing in the stuff. But... Railcraft, traincraft, everything takes iron and steel, which is a product of iron. We're gonna need a lot of it, which is good, because, yeah, we're gonna have very large reserves that aren't gonna be going anywhere. For a second I thought that was bedrock, and thought that my world glitched out. And yes, I'll use my iron pick on dirt and gravel and whatever I feel like. Mainly because I don't have a sword. Swords? Hey, look at that, no lava. Who doesn't dig straight down? You're all suckers. It's always a good idea. Now, while I'm here, I will make my way out that I was talking about previously. Hey, what are you? Ah, Nikolite, my good old friend. Who I do not put enough use to. People in my stream know that I'm not exactly a RedPower fanboy. That's probably the nicest way to put it. I won't use RedPower if there's a way to get around it. So... yeah, I will try my hardest during this series to actually use a little bit of RedPower. So if you have any suggestions of things I can build and that aren't insane, no frame quarries, do give them. Don't make demands, but suggestions are always welcome. Now, what I'm going to build here is a whole heap of scaffolds. Now, with GregTech, the actual recipe has been nerfed, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're like me and you want a challenge. This used to give 16 scaffold, which is also an amazing source of fuel if you're on the Direwolf FTB pack. Now, because it is only 4, it's a little bit disappointing. We get 64 instead of 4 stacks out of that. But still, it's a great way to get out very easily. Hopefully this is enough to get to the surface. Okay, it was 64. It's definitely enough to get to the surface. Now, hopefully, we can find that redstone quickly. And if we're even luckier, we'll find some more gemstones while we're here. Because it should be noted that a lot of people don't know that computer craft turtles can actually be run... no, not run on diamonds, but they can use diamond tools, which everybody knows, but they can also use RedPower tools as well. So if you give them a ruby, sapphire, or a green sapphire pickaxe, they're going to use that, they're going to mine, and they're going to go at the same speed. The only downside is, it'll mine straight through obsidian, but it won't actually mine it for you. Just like the actual tools when you're using them. But they never run out, and they're completely automated, and they're amazing. So there's no real complaints, and it is a far better option to use at the beginning when you want to keep those diamonds to yourself. You're going to need that enchanting table to keep yourself alive in hardcore after all, so those 2 diamonds, don't really want to use them on tools. And you don't want to delay those turtles waiting on those diamonds. The sooner we get the turtles running, the more things we can do and the more protection we can use. Now, we did just get half a stack of redstone. Which is not bad, we still need those few more iron ingots and those gemstones. We might go caving to actually find them quicker. And it's daytime, so I've missed my chance for free food, which is never a good thing. Yeah, we're not going to find anything here. We've got the redstone, we can leave. As I said, this will not be like my stream. We're sticking on one topic. One topic throughout. Or one train of thought. But yeah, one thing to note about scaffolds, in case you never knew, holding shift on them like a ladder, no effect. Also, you can't climb them backwards. They are inferior to ladders in many ways, but they take up a block. You can also build out from them a couple spaces, and as you can see before, you build them up from the bottom, which is incredibly useful. Now, nothing tried to kill me yet, I don't believe. We'll see what happens when you get into the cave. Then things should be killing me everywhere. But we will see. Also, by pressing the C button on our keyboard, we'll use Ray's minimap to set up a nice little coordinate here. Even though this won't be my permanent mine, because I would like to build in the actual southwest, like I said previously. It's already set up, and it would be a nice place to maybe just begin the turtle operation. Now, about that, should I get that flax farm set up? I don't know. Either way, we should get a chest. I don't want to take all of this with me. Even though it'll be a very quick mining trip, we know exactly what we need, and we can leave as soon as we get it. Taking things with me, I still don't approve. Now I'm just going to delete this quartz. Because I am in utility mode, I can delete items by dragging it off the right side of the screen. And I will delete items all the time. As soon as something has a limited use for me, it is gone. Now I'm wondering if I should make, say, a ruby sword to assist my survival. Nope. We're still in the start of the game. If we die, it's not a problem. One stone sword. I'm worried, but it'll do. I certainly hope. I really hope. Now as for that cave, I have no idea where one actually will be. I did some preliminary flying around to actually make sure the world had a swamp and a desert, but apart from that, I'm flying quite blind here. Which is always fun. Hey, beehive, cool. I would like to do some forestry. Or some forestry beekeeping, to be more specific. Also, we've got some great places to start Thorncraft around here. The blue trees are going to be wonderful. Silverwood, I believe, is their name. But yeah, I decided to head over to where my house will probably be in the future. We can survey the area a little bit. Oh, while I'm here, might as well grab some sand. Just a little. We're going to need a little bit of glass in the future, so future-proofing. Although we will set up an infinite resource of glass pretty early on. A nice little pulverizer to furnace setup. Or igneous extruder pulverizer furnace. To be specific. And hey, wow. I wanted to be near a swamp so I could find rubber trees, but maybe it wasn't necessary at all. But here is where the home shall be. Or somewhere probably in the open area instead. Oh, wait. Great wood. If we're lucky, some people would think unlucky, it'll have some cobwebs. Ah, no. No, it doesn't. 'Tis a shame. If it had cobwebs, there'd be a cave spider underneath, and also a dungeon chest, which we could find some pretty amazing stuff, even portal guns, which take an entire wither star to actually create. Although, I doubt we would have been that lucky. A man can dream, right? Man can dream. Now, a quick tip for hardcore, you might not want to sprint everywhere, basically don't do what I do. Just to suggest, hey, there's a cave here. Tell by the zombie growl, and the entity radar only shows one. That's actually not very promising. But it is moving, so there should be a little area at least. And of course I didn't bring torches. Or wood. Dang it! Dang it! Okay, I'll chop down some trees. Hopefully we'll find some coal in there, or else we'll be in serious trouble. But it's okay, we've got a sword. And swords are 50% faster than using your fist. Gotta add that disclaimer in there. They're not really that great. Okay, my third crafting table of the world. We're going well. We've got a high gameplay to crafting table ratio going here that I really don't want to mess up. Really, Stray? Yep, that is definitely how you make an axe, for sure. Thank you. But yeah, I'm really hoping for coal because I hate making charcoal. It's not fun. It's not a fun thing to do. So the sooner I can set up automation for that as well, the happier I will be. In fact, I love automation. So, I might spend 2 hours making an automatic torch maker as long as it's completely infinite using railcraft, forestry. Oh, I'm kind of excited. There's so many options in FTB, that's why I love it. Just so many options. Yeah, okay, zombie. Are you I'm guessing it must be below me. I don't believe there's any way to actually know on the map. All you can know is if they are on the same level or not, depending on how bright they are on the map. Now, I do realize that in NEI, Ray's minimap, you can turn on cave mode. I'm not a fan of it. It feels kind of cheating to me. I can show it there. As you go down, you can actually see what the caves look like without being there. And also, I did mention turning on Entity Radar earlier on. That is under Entity Radar options. If you're on a server, they've probably disabled it because it is disabled by default. Just thought you should know that. Then again, if you're playing hardcore on a server, congratulations. You're crazier than I, and I mean that as a compliment. Okay, honestly, I can't tell. Had a little bit of light, this wouldn't be so bad. Remember, in your hardcore, you gotta take risks all the time. That is the cave I was looking for. I'm not fond of jumping down without light, though. Though I am tempted. I am quite tempted. You know what? We can have light. We can have light. Where? Wait, can I even see what I'm doing? Okay, crafting table. Furnace. We'll just burn some stuff. Who needs torches? Torches are so incredibly last year. Okay, we have light. StrayMav created light and he saw that it was good. Hey, cold! Perfect. So, zombies. How art thou this fine evening? I might have wanted to actually mine the... yeah. You know what? Oh, we'll meet each other later. I'll get back to you. Alright. Everything's gonna be fine. I would feel more safe if I could actually see... oh, there we go. Now, I should note that since we are playing with Stormcraft, we are in Minecraft, that every zombie is a potential death. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Angry zombies are brutal. Do not underestimate them, ever. They have twice as much health, they do a ton more damage. And if they're holding a sword, just GG. Just GG. Unless you can be cheap and kill them, of course. But okay, coal is always a good thing. Now we just need a little bit of iron. We'll be good to go. Although, the more coal we get, the better. Turtles do run on fuel, after all. I will need to keep them kind of supplied. Ever so slightly, at least. Seeing as turtles will also find coal in their travels if you're using the right programs, which I will give out when I run them, of course. They can refuel on the fly and continue onwards like nothing ever happened. Come on, more copper. The one time I don't actually want copper, we'll find it just in bounds. Now please tell me this is a big cave. And not the entire thing that I'm looking at right now. It looks like it could be expansive. Ooh, more coal. More nickelite. Nickelite now looks very similar to the new apatite, which is slightly bothersome. Keep those torches coming, Stray, so you're gonna get yourself killed. That's odd. Still no iron, and I'm just gonna leave that amber behind. There's nothing really much that I can do with it, especially not at this point. And they're kind of abundant. If you know what you're doing, mining on the right layer, you'll find so much of the stuff. At the moment, I think I'd really just be filling up my bags with unneeded stuff. Actually, no, I say filling up my bags, but I don't even have any. So yeah, even better. Hello, skeleton. I know you're here. No, 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 no. 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 Get out of my life. Hello? Yeah, I know you're here. I know you're still here. How are you doing? Hello? Come on, what the... Ah, stuck on the water. Why didn't you say so? Sure, we can work something out. Now, luckily, Zcraft doesn't add in any kind of more dangerous skeleton version, so we should... Dang it! Should be completely fine. Oh, right! As I was saying earlier, I do add mods on occasion. One of them is Armor Status HUD, which you can see here. Which will show me all of my actual durability on the armor I'm wearing, which is none. And whatever durability is left on my actual tools, and how much food I'm holding, how many blocks of building material. It's incredibly useful. So I know that, yeah, I can mine 4 more blocks of my stone pick and 24 of my iron. So I do have to stop wasting them unless I want to build a new one. Which I don't. Really? Copper skeleton. It's a perfect day. Now this is my patented mining technique where you avoid everything and don't mine a thing. But no, really, it is incredibly useful to do this, especially if you're in hardcore. Stopping to actually mine everything can get you killed. What a strange area. So instead, I find it better to run around, light everything up, then go back and mine once you actually feel adequately safe. It makes some kind of strange, illogical sense. Or you might just disagree and think I'm a crazy person. That's okay too. But from the look of it, we're not going to find any iron. Although then again, we are at layer 72. That could be why. But actually, it's a good time to note that copper does actually spawn this high. Although I say go to layer 35 or 40, 45 to mine copper and tin, you can find copper everywhere. Not low in the world, but yeah. You can find it on the surface if you look hard enough. Because it spawns from... No, I'm not going to give exact numbers. It just spawns high. Let's give it that. Otherwise I'm going to say something and it's going to be wrong. I'd rather not give too much wrong information. Hey, sheep. I didn't want to kill you. You gave me no choice. Must resist making terrible sheep pun. Because that would... Oh, that would just be bad. Oh dear. It's done. It's done. It had to be done. I apologize. But okay, there goes my pick. I'm gonna grab more of this actual wool. Now the problem is that I still don't actually have enough for a bed. Spider, eh? And that is because I didn't make that flax farm that I said I should have. And I definitely should have. I can work on that tomorrow so that people actually know what I mean. But no! Computer craft turtles. Computer craft turtles, dang it. Safety comes first. I mean second. Ah, dang it. Safety should come first. Especially since we're in hardcore, but... Safety's overrated. So okay, we left all of our iron at home because I was certain we were going to find iron nice and quickly. Anyway, let us head off into the wilderness. I guess we need to find a new cave, don't we? Hey, how you doing? You having a nice day? And yes, that is how I respond to getting scared by mobs. If you keep a nice, calm environment, then maybe the mobs will just leave you alone. Instead of threatening them and spooking the things. It all makes sense. Stray logic is what we like to call it. Well, at least there is a whole bunch of sheep to brutally murder. Huh, nice. Even a zombie for a little bit of extra food. Zombie flesh, spider eyes, they're all chock full of protein. They're always a good idea. And no, seriously, I eat a lot of spider eyes. I can save you in very dire situations. So, yeah, believe it or not. That is a lot of mobs, but there's also cows. Also, skeleton bones would be incredibly useful. Either way, I can take them on during the day, be a complete chump about it, not even give them a chance. Seems like a nice idea. Also, pro tip, don't craft at night. You're gonna get blown up by a creeper. Just an idea. Also, sleeping out in the open with no kind of protection, always a good idea. Always. I can't recommend it at all, actually. No, I can't recommend it. But it keeps things interesting, which is always nice. Now, how you doing, mobs? Pro dodge. Hey, skeleton. Wait, you're on the shade. That's just cheating. Alright, that'll help us with any kind of farm we do actually make in the future, or if we're just starving to death. One seed, little bone meal. That's all you need to live. Hey, creeper, I actually do need some gunpowder. That'll help me save a lot of charcoal, a lot of coal. Seeing as sulfur kind of makes, well, amazing torches. Okay, that could have went better. I'm glad we definitely got no gunpowder out of that. Definitely could have gone better. Hey, get out of the shade. What do you think this is? Don't need a weapon if it's daylight. Well, that looks inviting. Please go deep enough to find iron. I thought caving would be faster. I was completely wrong. But it's certainly interesting generation. Alright, let's go. Who needs a sword? We have an axe. We'll just be like Gimli all over the place. Now, if we get a bow, and a ring, and some other stuff, then I'll be a very happy little geek. I really would. And yes, I'm going to collect every little piece of coal I come across. Actually, that's a lie. I get bored of collecting coal very quickly and then I regret it later on. It's always a good plan. But actually, coal is very useful, especially if you do value your life more than I do. So you can make, say... Well, nano armor is probably one of the first things that people do want when playing hardcore FTB. I, for one, actually avoid it. I find it takes away from the fun of desperately trying to survive in hardcore FTB. That's why you won't see me go to terribly advanced or godlike armors. Actually, the reason you won't see it is probably just because I die. But if that doesn't happen, I'll avoid it anyway, and just go with Enchanted Diamond as kind of my highest tier. Which is still, of course, incredibly powerful, it's just not overpowered in my opinion. And regardless, I just find it more fun. Knowing that one creeper could take you out, or two creepers, if you've got that enchanted diamond, is an exhilarating experience no matter how far you are in the game. And there's the iron I was looking for. Is that sunlight? What? What the generation? Huh. Okay. It's a strange world we live in after all. And that's some tin. That is good. There's a lot of good things here. Now, you are monazite. Hopefully I can mine you with a... Nice. Monazite's useful for making force fields later on. In fact, somebody on my stream sent me a link. They can actually use it to convert buildcraft power into industrial craft very, very nicely. That's something I will show off at some time. But okay, tin for bronze tools and armor. Mainly the armor. That's what I didn't find though. I didn't find more gem tools. But that's okay. One computer craft turtle will have to do, especially since we are getting a bit late in this episode. I was hoping that finding what I'd need would go a little bit faster. But we've stayed on track. We haven't got distracted. And that is a good thing. And I think I've given a lot of tips over the course of the episode. Hopefully, you actually enjoy them. And it keeps you alive a little bit longer. Probably the best tip I can give is don't be as reckless as me. Just don't do that, and you'll probably be fine. Noob tower to the top? I actually don't think I have enough materials. Only one way to find out, right? She'll be right. She'll be right. Alright, we good? No. Either way, copper is never a bad thing, especially with Greg Tech. If you're used to the forestry recipe where you get 4 ingots out of every 3 copper and 1 tin, no, of course not. Not with Greg Tech. You only get half as much, so we are going to need quite a bit more than normal. So we're not going to need, what is it, something like 20 copper? Instead, we might need something more like 35, 32. Somewhere along those lines to actually get our full set of armor. Although, full set for me is really only 2 pieces, seeing as long fall boots are incredibly important. And a jetpack is just wonderful. How could I say no to a jetpack? Remember how I said we're not going to get distracted? I might have lied. First of all, what's that? But second of all, what's that? Near the top of my map, I believe that could be a Thorncraft, not dungeon, but there could be something good in there that I have to find. I know turtles and computer craft and... but I need to know. My curiosity will not be restrained. Now, cow, move out of the freaking way so I can see this thing. What? What are you? Are you gonna kill me? Because I haven't seen you before. You look like obsidian. Okay, you are definitely Thorncrafty. What if I hit you? Will I die? Will this be the end of my entire series? Ah! No. Right click? No. I hear lava, that's always a good sign. Curious. Very curious, but I'm pretty sure I know what that other thing is that is further north. I really hope for a portal gun, but if we get anything, I'll be quite happy. I'm just grabbing a little bit of clay here, because I know we're going to actually need it for tomorrow's episode in the series. This will be daily, guys, so hopefully you do check back. But alright, wait, is that a jungle volcano? Wow. Stray, stop exploring! One last thing, when we get the turtle. Then we get the turtle. But okay, of course, that Thorncraft thingamajig is in a place it's hard to get to. Wouldn't be right if it wasn't, right? Jumping up this, oh, it's gonna be easy. Piece of cake. Come on, Stray, show off your non-existent parkour skills. That's how I beat parkour maps as well. Go into creative, give yourself some blocks, destroy everything, problem solved. I'm pretty sure that's how parkour is meant to be played. That's a lot of cow. I really should be taking your leather. But, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'd prefer to breed you or make a... oh dear. That's gone. Or make a soul shard, but... I'm sorry. 3 pieces of leather. Yeah, that's all I really need. Really? A wisp as well? Okay, that's bad. FTB hardcore tip! Don't! Run! Just don't. Best tip ever. Hardcore FTB, just don't. Okay. I didn't know they spawned from them. That's new to me. Alright. Alright. Hopefully, it's like a bird, and it's gonna fly away, because it doesn't know where its home is. And lyric reference, lyric reference, lyric reference. No. 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 Run! Now, I'm pretty sure it spawns pigmen. But I'm not sure if they spawn hostile or not. Really hoping they don't spawn hostile. So, pigmen, how are you? Are you having a nice day? Do you want to murder my face off, is my other question. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? I can just feel your murderous intent. Okay. I think we're good. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please don't kill. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, nice. Thormium hose. Yes. Gunpowder. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's get out of here before the wisp actually does come back. Oh, hey, wisp, you're gonna block my path. That's even better. You do that. That's okay. So, that went well. A thormium pickaxe, you can't really complain with that, although using it before I enchant it would be a shame. I might have to just hold on to it, but I will use the thormium hoe, because that's just wonderful. If I enchant that with unbreaking, oh yeah! Did I just nearly die? No, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, let me head northeast, we'll go back to where the base and where the iron, well not the base, but the mine is. We get these turtles set up. There's a scumbag tree that didn't give us any dungeon loot, but it all works out in the end. You're completely stuffed over by one little tree, but then you find a little Thorncraft dungeon. Wisp almost kills you, but it works out in the end. Now it is nighttime. One tip for hardcore FTB, just sleep. Just instantly sleep. Getting dark sleep. As soon as you see a mob on your map, it's better just to go. You don't need to deal with that stuff. Unless you're starving, then yeah, mobs can seriously help you out. More than one occasion, I've been down to a couple hearts and lived, thanks to actually fighting and finding a zombie for their flesh. Gotta remember, in hard and hardcore, you can starve to death. And that is a nice cave. Wait, where was my home? Because if there's that nice a cave right by my house, I'm not gonna be particularly happy. 100 meters, that's okay. I would have missed that easy. I really should have marked that cave though. That would have made too much sense. Far too much sense. But okay, 50 meters, I'll craft this, we're gonna have no problem at all. Even left my crafting table behind for once, instead of, oh no, right, I left it behind, we made another one. All the time. Alright, let me see here. I'm gonna need a whole heap of wood for the actual crafting recipe. Iron, wait, 22? Oh, not bad. We're only gonna get one turtle up and running straight away because we're only gonna make one ruby pickaxe. Alright, that's how we have enough iron. We found it actually in the Thorncraft dungeon. No mining actually needed. In the long run, if I had gone there originally, that would have made this episode a lot shorter. You would have missed out on a lot of tips. Just trying to spin a positive light on the situation. Now, what else do we have here? We need stone. Might want to cook up a little bit more, actually. We're always going to need more stone. Although you do get some in a slag furnace just by burning things naturally. Meh. That's a technical term right there. It's not a huge amount, and you can't have too much actual smelted stone. Yeah, you can't, because you can at least make brick and build something nice out of it. I'm actually making sense for once. Alright, so if you're wondering what have I meant by turtle the entire freaking time, it's these little things. 7 pieces of iron, 1 chest, and a computer. Redstone, glass, and that's where the glass came in. I was wondering why I said that. I knew it needed it. I didn't know why. Okay, it is a good thing we picked up that set. Hey! Don't drop it down to the mine, Stray. That would have been a bad move. Alright, I'll take some of that. And we'll get that running right now. Also, if you're wondering what texture pack I use, or if you're wondering why I'm using default, I'm not. It is R3Dcraft. Or RedCraft is how it's actually pronounced. And it's a 128 pixel texture pack, although it goes up to 512, it goes as low as 32. It's just a high definition, more detailed default. So, on the highest resolution, it looks just like a normal crafting table, but when you zoom in, you see the wood grain, and it's nice. It is just genuinely nice. Alright, we good to go? Darn it, we need 3 more pieces of glass. We're nearly done. Alright, I will go ahead and make myself these 3 chests that I do need. Although this is a good time to show off any eyes crafting ability that not everyone does know about. Most people know that you hover over and press R to bring up the recipe, hover over and press U to see what it's actually used in. What they don't know is the two properties of the question mark. Most people do know the first one, which is you press it, it brings up an overlay so you don't have to remember how to craft things. Even better though, is shift clicking it, which automatically puts the items in too, and you craft it basically for you. It's kind of amazing, especially when it saves just a ridiculous amount of time. Now, okay, glass panes coming up. I'll take that stone. And let's craft it. It won't do multi-step crafting though, I should say. So I can't just go automatically craft me a turtle and it'll make a computer, and no, that is asking for a little bit much. Which is why I do use the easy crafting table, which is a separate mod. It's not a part of FTB. It's not too expensive. Just a book, some redstone, a crafting table. In fact, I'll make that right now. I don't usually rush it, but we did kill some cows after all. So why not? One crafting table. Wait. We don't have reeds. Dang it. Okay, never mind. Turtle it is. Stop getting distracted by side projects, Stray. I just want to explain everything. Not just the little things. That'll distract me. Okay, 3 computers, exactly what I needed. And 3 turtles, completely done. It's gonna get me so much good loot. Now, I'll go ahead and make my ruby pickaxe. Craft it with one of my turtles. And we get a mining turtle that's capable of doing everything for us. Now, I'm gonna place it down, give it a name. If you don't name it, when you mine it up, it loses all the extra programs you write for it, and it also loses whatever fuel value you have in there. So if you're going to give it all this fuel and then take it somewhere, definitely name it. And as for a name, you can be Skippy. You can be Skippy. I am an Australian, it's very appropriate. Now, as for turtle codes, you have a few options, and I will be doing a tutorial on computer graph turtles at a future date, where I will go over this in much more detail. In fact, it'll be out very soon. But the simplest way is, well, the simplest is going edit, then whatever the program name is, say food, typing everything in and programming it yourself. That's the best way. You get exactly what you want, which is always good. You can copy it into the correct folder inside your Minecraft folder, or the simplest way, if you have it turned on in the config, is downloading from Pastebin. So I will go ahead and give it one of these codes. The first one I'll use, I've got a program that will mine out an entire area, but the better one, made by Anders FC, especially to start off the game, is a strip mining program. So, pastebin get, which will download it for me, the code, and I'll call you strip mine. It's gonna work so well. Oh, but fuel. How much am I gonna give it? Everything! No, I'll give it just half a stack, which is probably much more than enough. In fact, I'll give it half a stack now and leave some in its inventory to refuel as it goes, in case it doesn't need to use it. So, refuel all. Now I'm taking you with me. Also, I will need a chest, because it will automatically put its items in the chest when it is doing its mining, because its inventory will fill up. That much is certain. And as for where I'm going to put it, I'll go down to the bottom of the world, seeing that I do need more rubies, sapphires, emeralds, or maybe diamonds. That would be incredibly wasteful. It would still be nice to have. Okay, little guy. Do I place him here where the pathway already... I don't know. Ah, she'll be right. Although I do want to give it an entire stack of torches, because it will automatically do that as well. And you might want to make sure whatever program you use, if you're not using the one I have, does have a similar feature. Or else you could get yourself in quite a lot of trouble when your mine turns into a massive mob trap, and your whole world destroyed. And you lose your baby. And you don't want dingoes to steal your baby. It's not a good thing. Now, okay. Okay, little turtle, let's get this done. Now, let me see here. Using an iron chest or such will look a lot better, seeing as it's not going to take up 2 spaces and kind of ruin your aesthetic appeal if you're going for that kind of thing. I don't really care, and I don't really have the resources. So, double chest behind it. The program I use also allows you to put a chest next to it for refueling in case it does run out. I don't think we'll need that. And if we do, it doesn't matter. So, okay, little turtle. Strip mine. Need 1 argument for branch length. Oh, right. This particular program, depending on what you write next to it, because it is completely customizable, will change how wide the actual branches are. So if I want to go strip mine, say 16. It'll also automatically update. Wait, what is this? If you do not want new updates to apply, you'll need to start the program again. What? Oh, that makes sense. Do you wish to terminate the program so you can restart it easily? No, I only just downloaded it. Do you wish to use the default or custom mode? You know what? I want to save time. Give me the default. I don't know what that is. Put coal in slot 16. Done. Torches in 15. Done. You go, turtle. You go. And now we never have to mine again. Well, you do, but yeah. So I'm not sure what default actually is. That was created by the, I want to say master of the program, because the word is not coming to me. The overlord of the writer, the coder of the program. But I have no idea. Normally, you'd get the option to choose how many veins across to actually go, and also to choose the actual amount of blocks between the torches to make sure that you don't get any lighting problems. Don't kill me. Turtles will kill you. Not kidding. I've lost a hardcore world from getting killed by a turtle. Do keep that in mind. They're aggressive little beings. But anyway, guys, this should give a perfect description of a nice way to start off in hardcore FTB. Not the best, because I don't want to claim anything that fanciful. I have no idea what the best actually is. But if you're wondering what should I do in FTB, or how will I survive in hardcore, or what's something cool I can build, because I've run out of ideas or anything along those lines, you can check this series out. It will be continuing for the foreseeable future, as long as people are enjoying it. And I hope you have enjoyed today. When we get back, the turtle will have mined quite a bit further. We should have some nice resources going. And we can get started on our next project. I will hopefully see you then, or I hopefully see you in my stream where we can actually have a live chat while we do play Minecraft at the same time. See you then.